Nick's got the scraper box in, so we're gonna take that hump there, fill that hollow, level the clay better, and then put that soil in here so that we end up with a flat area there and a flat area there. So we're just gonna have a go on it for a day. That's perfect, that, as it just, you know, it's just took sort of like 4 inches from there, put 4 inches there in what, a minute, and it compacts it in as well. Some dust on that, isn't it? It'll take him a few hours, I reckon. Andrew's just blowing off the middle of the baler. The knotters themselves have air lines on and blow themselves, but he's just doing that with the blacky one, and then you think he's going to change a lollipop underneath. One of what we call the lollipops snapped off the baler, so it just needs bolting back on. But the reason they're called lollipops is when the string snaps, they drop on what's there, which is called a buzz bar, and it tells you that it's missed a knot. So we just need a 17mm. Oh, is that right over that tube? I think it is, isn't it? That might be a bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be to change. Unless that tube's got slot with it. Get underneath with me trusty TikTok mat. Because of that tube that they're on, it's the right arse to do. We're going to have to unbolt them 2 bolts, slide the whole thing out, undo all these strings, undo this metal plate, and then move them all in from the end. If it was that end, it'd have been easy, but because it's this end, it's the last one to get to. Got to take these wires off as well, unless there's a plug anywhere. No. Right, see if it'll lift out towards you. There's a cable tight. No, they're all off. Oh no, they're not. There's a 10mm still here. Nope. Got it out. If we undo them 4 bolts, that metal should lift off, I think. Oh no, it's not going to. Because of them. We're going to have to undo everything. 4, 5, oh well. About 10 bolts. Not too bad.
Well, they're not going to do that when this whole thing come out.
No, because they're fastened around that, aren't they? It's just a shame that doesn't come off there. Because you could have just done that end one.
You can get the rounder.
Yeah. That's not bad if you can slide it off in a 6, is it? Where's the new one now, in the cab?
No, it's on the wheel.
We'll grab it. We were going to shuffle them along, but I think I'll put the new one at the far end, because then it's less likely to fail, isn't it? Does he know he's left that there? Right, I think that's done. Probably only took about half an hour, to be honest. Oscar's swapping tractors, because we're taking this one off the baler, putting that one on the baler, because it's got a puncture from when Tom damaged the tyre, so they're going to come and put a patch on it later. Oh no, it's not that one. It's this one here. I put a bit of lace in, but it's still hissing a little bit. So they'll just take it off and see it bubbling a bit. And he caught the bridge, so take it off and I'll put a patch on the inside, so while we're not massively busy carting grain, we'll swap them round. So he's going to take that with that. We lost this 13mm when we were fixing the baler. I couldn't find it anywhere. Back the baler up and it's hiding right under the tyre. So I'll put this back in the toolbox. Both orange Valtras now actually are carting straw, so that's a bit better because it matches. I had a black and an orange tractor yesterday. Well, for Saturday and Sunday. So Oscar and Rob are going to do that. Pick some food up on the way back. I'll put my mat back in the boiler because that's what I spend most of my time lay underneath. The bolt arm thing on the other side, that's come off again, so we'll weld that I think when he gets back and adjust the hitch because it sits a bit high on the nose, especially on the valves because it's got a higher hitch. It's got his shades on. Oh, he's texting before he's even left. No, despite being a few times, he's finding it on the sat nav. Finally. Don't know how he's going to get lost though. Yeah, see how it's sat back a bit. And then sometimes the ramps are funny about coming down as well. In about 2 hours, he's put all that over there and nearly stripped off this bit to the clay. Well, he has hit the clay there. They've got a bit more to do there and a bit more to do here. And then he can set to then, reprofile the clay level and then put that soil back on and the rest of that back over here. But the bit that'll be spare can stay flat on the field. It's funny though, it doesn't look like you're doing anything unless you walk away and come back a bit later on. Got a bit more topsoil to go here. You can see it's orange and there's black. But there's a hump there, isn't there? So when he's took that topsoil off, then that'll go here. Oh, too big a bite. Got a bit greedy. The trick is just to take a little bit and just keep moving. You see the dust? Why do people leave telehandlers in the dryer? Just to get covered in dust. So you can't see out the windows. All the places to park it. You could park it in the shade for one. That's our barley all been through the dryer and we've got it up to spec. Anthony's is a little bit low bushel weight, so he's got to go and put it through his dryer and actually wet it, believe it or not. So we're going to have to sort of scoop the front of the pile. He's going to take it, put it in his dryer and then keep tipping back in. We're just juggling for space really because we don't want to put it this side in case we start cutting spring barley ourselves, because this was only here for harvest movement. Taking the drill out of this shed, so we've got more room for wheat. I've just put a drawbar pin in there because I thought it was quicker than going and getting a mover. So I'll pull it down the yard, stick it into the shed. Should have moved it before when we had the baler off, to be honest. That would have been a bit easier. Not actually that heavy, it's looks heavier than it actually is. This is the last 10 OSR bales to bring in out the field, the rest are stacked up in the yard, so I'm just going to throw these on Oscar quick, get these back, top it off, and then I'll probably take another load over to Chicken Man. Anthony's brought, well not Anthony, his son has. Brought some barley back that's now the right bushel weight that's behind me, and then he's taking another 10 ton now to put in his dryer so he can get it all ready for going on Friday. I filled the trailer last time but he doesn't need it, he only fits 10 ton in his dryer, so I'm just going to put 10 ton in it this time. Morgan's absolutely loving life on the scraper box. Load this up now, got the rest of the bales out of the field, and then we'll run these across the water. I'm going to put some of these old ventilation ducts along this wall because it can get warm from the drying floor the other side. It's not as bad as that wall that we put the false one in, but still it can, the bottom's a 12 inch, gets hot, so we'll put them along, and then if we want to we can always put a fan in, but I think just the fact that it'll be a void will help. If I put a row of these along here now, then it'll just mean if we need to we can blow air down it and it'll keep that bit cool. That should do nicely. I'll just push this over so we can get a pedestal in as well, and we'll push all the wheat into this corner. I've just changed the dryer over, so what I might do now is park this Merlot right under there in the dust, and then come back later and wonder why you can't see out the windows. Or I can park it round the yard in the shade, and then I'm going to go and take a load of straw. Dust's just bad enough on this window, to be honest. Let's roll. Next stop, Chicken Man's. The mighty John Deere. Bit of ballast on the back with the edge cutter. Simple spike. Got a fair bit of lift that really, hasn't it? Nearly 1.5 ton in there, I bet. Listen to the news, the reshuffle of the cabinet. Andy Burnham, to be fair, I was supposed to meet him a few weeks ago, but I didn't because I was away, and a mutual friend sent him one of my videos, which was the state of politics in agriculture. He watched it and then he did an article for one of the newspapers the next day and said that they got it wrong on IHT. So I've got some hopes that we might end up with some common sense, but we'll see. He's not that far from me. Anyway, I'm going to say happy birthday, Simon Fender. I think it's your kids that put you on today's birthday bumper. I've just got back in the yard. Rob was a little bit behind me under the tractor. Just took a load of straw over this Chicken Man. John's knocked off combining about half an hour ago, I think, and Andrew knocked off about an hour ago, baling as well because it's starting to get damp. It's gone cold actually now. That's it for today. I'm waffling now. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.
I want to show you.
Wheelie and James.